Right. So thank you all for joining this session, and it's a Saturday evening, and I won't take much of a time. So this will be a 35-minute session. I will take around 20 minutes to share the tips, what I think will help you beat inflation and save money. And when I say save money, it's your hard-earned money. This is not just for people who are making it tough in this climate. This is for even millionaires who have a lot of money, but this is something guaranteed to save you minimum of $50. When I say guaranteed, you can come back. This is really guaranteed to save you minimum $50 per month or per week, depending on how you follow the items that I go through. Right. Before I start, you are all able to see my screen clearly, like the slide and not the video part. Are you able to see the full slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So this is basically a quick background. Like we are in a very tough climate where every prices everywhere across is increasing, but our salary is not increasing at that level, either from business or from salary. So these are some tips which I specifically follow through. So to cut down the cost effect or doesn't want the impact of price rise showing up in my day-to-day spendings, including groceries and other items. So that's where the session is, and we will leave the last 15 minutes for questions, direct questions. So before I start, like everyone gets a salary every month or every fortnight, and if at all, I have just segregated where it goes based on my experience and my friend's experience, but it could closely match with what you spend, or it may be completely different. But let me know towards the session if something specifically we need to go through. So the living expenses in Australia specifically, I have segregated into something like a lot of you own houses, pay through mortgages. Maybe some of you are still renting, but that's a major part of the chunk of your salary that goes through. And of course, with the groceries, Woolworths, Coles, Aldi, or Iga, or whatever the grocery shops, that's something that you cannot avoid. And based on experience, minimum, if you're a bare minimalist, even then you spend at least $50 to $100 per week, and some families, large families, spend around 500 to 600 per week or 1,000. So that depends on the family needs, and fuel is something that you spend quite significantly, and the bills, gas, electricity, water, mobile, internet, streaming services, health insurance, and possibly home insurances. And these are something which you cannot avoid. You have to pay those. And a lot of people still, even if they cook at home, you like going out. And a lot of my friends, if I had a chat with them, so they go out and spend around $100 or $150 in any restaurant, even if you go with just 2 or 3 people and then pay the full money and come. So that's something we spend a lot of our salary towards it. And purchases like a mobile, laptop, fridges, washing machines, and every household appliances. And if you have kids, sports shoes, all those items. So that's something a lot of people do. And entertainment, basically movies, zoos. Those are something again a lot of families with particularly young kids spend your time on. So these are the I segregated. Is there anything that you do which I'm not listing it out? Maybe if that is the case, towards the end we will take that question and I will give you tips on where to save towards that also. So mortgages, uh, simple. So a lot of you have mortgages, and as you know, the Reserve Bank has been increasing the rates, and interest rate has been going quite significantly in the last 11 to 12 months. And whatever you are paying 1 year back, and now you're paying at least $1,000 extra. Most of the people on the variable home loan. So this is something which major chunk of the money goes through. So simple tip, if you're paying as a monthly mortgage repayment, quick change to a weekly or fortnightly will help you cut down or pay down more amount. Simple calculation, you pay monthly. So 12 months you pay $1,000. You pay $12,000 towards your repayment every year. But the same, if you go through weekly, you make 52 payments. So instead of 12,000 which you pay as monthly, you pay around for around 52,500. So to that 2,500 goes towards your loan. This basically cut down, and if you are in a 30 year, you can calculate. So simple calculators basically say by making this simple switch from monthly to weekly or fortnightly, you could save close to 30 to 40K on a 400K loan. So that's something. And if you go to the bank, mostly bank will say don't go through it because they will lose money if we go through this weekly and fortnightly, but this is an option available for all the customers. Please pick up the phone and see if you can convert your mortgage to from monthly to the other options. And again, there are refinance options available with most of the banks, and some banks have been cutting down on the refinancing stuff. So before you go through the refinancing, a simple thing you can do, it will take 10 to 15 minutes of your time. Pick up the phone and call your existing home loan provider and say that I have been paying too much rate. Is there something that you can do? A lot of banks immediately will help you. Maybe they cut down, even if they cut down just 0.1% or 0.2%, the amount that you save will be very significant. Some banks do not go with it because you are tied to the bank, but if you are in a good schedule, and there are always other options available for switching and refinancing, maybe you move on to a rate at a lower rate, and you also get the sign up bonus like $3,000, $4,000. I don't want to quote any specific bank, but a lot of banks, including ANZ, CBA, NAB, are $3,000 to $4,000 refinance. So that amount will basically uh, offset whatever the extra cost. Maybe the switching will take some go through switching. It could be a difficult, but if you go through the mortgage broker, they do all the work on behalf of you. So that's something a lot of people don't do. They go direct to the bank. So mortgage brokers are someone who can do all the difficult tasks on behalf of you, and you don't need to pay them. They get paid by the bank. So that's something which you can go through to cut down the amount of repayments you pay on the mortgage. I know I'm rushing a bit, but hopefully I'm able to convey the message. And if there is any clarification needed, we will kind of cover towards it. And I will move on to the next big chunk of the salary where it goes through grocery shopping. So Coles, Woolworths, and a lot of supermarkets. So that's what a lot of people have an habit like. Coles is next to my house, so I buy everything from Coles. Or Woolworths is next to me, I buy everything from Woolworths. So that's a mistake a lot of people do. So a simple thing, both these major supermarkets have a weekly specials, and they send these specials as a catalog, soft copy or hard copy. If you, I'll give a simple example. If you're buying a tea bags, for example, and you're a green tea drinker, so if you want to buy it now, if you look at Woolworths, maybe it is $13 for 100 bags. Just have a switch to the Coles website and look at through the catalog, it will be off price. Next week, again, you want to buy the tea bag, it will be reversed. So I have seen this pattern. So every item, almost, I can't say 100%, but 90% of the items that you buy will be at least 40 to 50% in one of these stores. For example, chocolate off price in Woolworths as per the catalog in this snapshot. Next week, it will be full price. So if you want to buy a chocolate dairy milk, instead of going through Woolworths, you go through Coles, you will have 50%. That's kind of a guaranteed things. So this basically means that your grocery, if you are going just through Coles all the time, you are spending $100. If you just make that switch, or some items could be 50% in Coles and 50% in Woolworths. So if you plan your grocery shopping, you can buy half of the items in Woolworths at 50% and off at Coles. Maybe it will take you 15 minutes or 30 minutes to drive around going to the different shop of either Coles or Woolworths, but that's well worth the effort. And particularly if you're a large purchaser, you will see the difference quite significantly. And the biggest mistake, so just it's whatever I just told, let's assume that it's a 50% discount you're getting on the groceries. A lot of people do the mistake of paying for the grocery using your debit card or cash. So that's something, and that is another way. So instead of paying a full amount of cash or debit card, there are options like gift cards available for both the supermarkets. And current offer is 4% off on Coles and Woolworths. So assume you're buying for $100 in Coles. If you pay with cash, you pay $100 of your money. But if you just buy a gift card for the $100, you pay only $96 for the gift card. But that gives a value of $100, which you can pay your $100 bill. So that $4 is a saving. So that 4% and add that 50%, you are getting basically 50%, 54% or 55% discount on the your grocery shopping. And other major thing a lot of people miss out is there is something called a rewards program both in Woolworths and Coles, everyday rewards in Woolworths and Flybuys in Coles. So this is something a lot of people forget to use it or something like that. So simple thing, every time you swipe your card, the points get accrued, and that points basically is a 0.5% of your purchase back as a Flybuys points or rewards points. So $100 you buy, you get basically 5 cents back to your card. So assume you're buying through over a 1 year period, that 5 cents becomes actually $5. I'm just quoting based on sample usage. But again, that's a default one. So people think that it's a 5 cent. But the one thing that the Coles and Woolworths do is every week they send an offer to these customers. What that means is you buy for $50, you get 2,000 bonus points. So that's basically $10 discount. And that varies. If you buy for $100, sometimes they give 25% of like 5,000 points or 3,000 points. So those points are directly redeemable to out cash dollars. So you can pay with that. So $50 you're purchasing in Coles, and assume you got the 2,000 points. Your actual spend will only be 40%, and then you pay the gift card, and then 4% additional discount. So you literally pay $100 worth of groceries, but the actual amount that you spend is maybe just 36 or $40. And this is not something targeted or you need to do anything special, but this is available for most of the people. And one other small hack or a tip with this is, if you are a husband and wife or you have more than one person in a household, get 3 cards. And simple thing, you buy using your husband's card this week, don't use the card for next 2 weeks. So there is something called customer retention. So Coles will think that why some person has not used the card, so they send these bonus offers. Like if you keep using the same card, okay, this guy is Coles addict or Woolworths addict, so we don't need to do anything special for him. But if you don't use the card for 2 or 3 weeks, they send, we have not seen you, here is $2,000 bonus. So that's something which we can easily, and this is nothing against the terms and conditions. It's like if you are 3 adults in a house, you can get 3 cards and keep rotating the cards. So I'll move on to the next one.
Sorry, just wanted to know one thing with Flybys. Do we need to redeem everything annually, like at the end of the year with Flybys?
No. It's nothing like that. Yeah, you have
We can keep
accumulated close
collecting.
to. No. I keep accumulating. You can keep accumulating, and you can even accumulate $2,000 or $3,000 on the bonus points, which you can use it at one shot whenever you want. Right?
Thank you.
And I'll move on to the fuel thing. So fuel, again, the cost of the petrol and diesel keeps increasing, and a lot of people just get out of their house, and whatever the servo is near, they just fill up the tank based on whatever the price is displayed. But there is something called a Gas Buddy app. If you install the app and select your fuel type, it basically gives you among your location. Like if you're in a Point Cook, there may be 10 servos around you, like Woolworths, 7-Eleven, Shell Express and stuff. It basically, sorry, can you go on mute, someone? Yep. So it basically lists which is the place where the cost of the fuel is cheap. For example, in one of the thing, it could be 190 cents. If you just drive 1 kilometer, it could be at 170 cents. So Gas Buddy is an app that is everyone can use, and it's free app. It just lists where it is cheaply available. And there is, if you're a 7-Eleven fan, there is something called Fuel Lock in 7-Eleven. So what that basically means that it gives an option to lock in. So for example, if you're in Victoria and you're traveling to Sydney for a vacation or thing, and you see that in Sydney, the fuel price is cheaper, like 20-30 cents less per liter. You can actually lock the price, you fill it there, but lock the price, and within 7 days, you can use that lock to fill up at the same lower price anywhere in the country. So that's something very beneficial and very useful. And Woolworths, if you're purchasing an Woolworths for more than $30 in any receipt, you get a 4 cents discount easily. Like if you don't have anything other than Woolworths or Ampol Petroleum servo centers, you can use your rewards card and gain that 4 cents less for every petrol refill that you do in those servos. Utility bills, again, a lot of people just sign up to one of the electricity or water or gas company and just keep paying whatever the bill comes through and don't even look at the bill because we have a lot of money. But if you just use the same thing, if you think that you're paying too much, just pick up the phone and say that I'm paying too much. Can you reduce something? And a lot of times they do move on to new plans. The plans keep changing, but no one actually voluntarily comes and tell you there is a cheaper plan, use it. You need to call and get. And if you just say that I have found a better provider, like from Energy Australia, I'm moving to AGL, or from AGL to Energy Australia, or any other provider, they basically say do whatever they can to retain you. So that means giving you $50 to $100 credit just to make you stay, but also move you onto a easy plan or a cheaper plan. Exactly same you can do for NBN also. NBN, a lot of people, even the 9 people in this call, if you look at it, NBN, maybe you are paying $80 or $90 per month for a 100 Mbps NBN plan because you are with Telstra or you are with Optus or Vodafone and they signed up to a contract. But the same 100 Mbps is available for $64 or $65 in other providers. So a simple calculation, $25 per month you can save just like that. And most of these offers they give you for first 6 months and then they jump onto the higher plan. Every company does it. The same thing you need to do towards the end of the fifth month, start looking around and you can switch. And this NBN switch basically literally takes less than 5 minutes. Just fill in the app and the switch, you won't even notice. So that's something easily you can save a lot of money with NBN. So whatever I covered, right, it's all like $10, $15, $20 on each of these items. If you just combine together, you will be amazed to see how much you can actually save. Forget about everything else. Just the grocery shopping. If you follow the approach that I have done, you could cut down your grocery spend from $500 to $250 if you're particularly following my approach of what I just advised, including gift cards, bonus points, and the 50% weekly offers. So another thing a lot of people don't do is like, for example, you want to switch NBN and you just go online and switch to some company. That's a mistake we do. A simple thing you need to do is ask your friends if they are in. So, for example, you decide to switch to Superloop or Aussie Broadband or Spintel. You made up your mind that you want to switch because they provide a $30 less plan. Same plan, but you're paying $30 less. The only the extra thing you need to do is ask your friends if they are already a member of those, for which you can check that how the speed is, your neighbor or for example, check the speed, but also get their referral code. So what that referral code basically does is gives you an extra month of internet for free. So for example, I sign up to $69 plan, but I signed up using one of your referral codes. I get a $69 waived off for a month, and that differs. Some offer a month free, but some offer $10 per month discount, and as long as the other person you referred stays on the plan. So referral is something a lot of people think that it is bad thing, but it's one of the good things. Particularly a network like us, we can help each other, and so much we can gain through referrals. And lastly, on the mobile bills, a lot of people are on postpaid plans paying $40 per month, or some people I have heard $80 per month because they signed up to a contract. But and even after the contract has run over, they still continue on the plan. That's a mistake they do. And I believe a lot of the participants here are used to call India or any international country. So, and because they are in a postpaid plan, they pay $30, but there are so much offers. Like I will give a specific example of Coles Mobile. Coles Mobile runs on Optus, a network, same as Optus coverage. Everything is same as Optus, but you only pay $99 for an entire year. And if you use the gift card option that I mentioned, you're basically paying only $95 for entire year. That covers you, including unlimited international calls, unlimited local calling, and data of 60 GB. There are other plans with more data, but depends. But again, it will be only $119 rather than 30 into 12 is $360 you pay on a lower postpaid plan. Sometimes 80 into 20 is $960 you pay. So these are some stuff which we can make a small change in the way, but some people just don't want to put the effort. I'm happy with Telstra, I'm happy with Vodafone, I don't want to switch, but we can't help those. Just one time check, like
Jay, the other option for mobile is also Boost, which uses the full Telstra network.
yes, exactly. So $99 Optus and Boost basically $150. So $60 extra you pay, but people in regional areas or somewhere, there is that perception that Telstra is good. So Boost is also another option if you really worry about the connectivity and stuff. But everyone has upped their game. Optus, Vodafone, and a lot of providers now are better than Telstra, is what the feedback and personal feedback also. We do think Telstra is top. It is the case for most of the cases, like in mountains and stuff. Telstra is still the king, but most other areas, including regional, others have picked up the game. Right? Quickly, eating out. So a lot of people go out for restaurants and eat, and simple stuff. So, I'll go with one thing for delivery services. A lot of you have been using Uber Eats, Menulog, delivery. Deliveroo, I think, is out of Australia now. DoorDash. So again, same logic. If you're always eat out, don't always use Uber Eats. Use Uber Eats this week. Use DoorDash next week, and use Deliveroo or Menulog the week after. So they will start spinning their head why you haven't eaten, and they will give you $10 or $15 discount on next order. We have not seen you. Here is 50% off next 3 orders. So those things keep happening. And Uber Eats, again, if you link your credit card, you pay the full amount. I'll come to that. Every gift card, everything, Uber Eats, Menulog, and DoorDash has gift card options that are usually available in Coles or Woolworths at 10% discount almost every 2 or 3 weeks once. So if you buy the gift card at 20% and load it into your account, you are saving extra 20% on top of whatever the offer you explicitly get on those apps. And once again, if you are signing up to these apps, check with your friend if they're already using, use their promo code. You literally get $20 off on your first order. And sometimes it could be like DoorDash. I have a specific link that gives you $15 off for 3 times. Every time you order $20 item. So basically, you pay only $5 for 3 times to have food for $60 worth of food. So referral is something, please make use of it. And Eat Club is another thing. Eat Club is something like these are delivery services. Eat Club is something you want to go out to a restaurant and have food. But again, a lot of people think that if I mention discount, it may look bad and stuff. So Eat Club, what they have done is they embedded as part of like an Apple Pay kind of stuff. So you don't need to mention that you are using Eat Club or anything. Just go and eat whatever you want in those restaurants. And when you pay using like your Apple Wallet or Samsung Pay, like just normal payment. And but if you eat for $100, some discount, some restaurants offer 40 to 50% discount. So actual amount deducted from you will only be $40 or $50 instead of $100. So that Eat Club is one thing. Live is another thing. If you're a Krispy Kreme fan, this is something. I'm a very hardcore fan of Krispy Kreme. I never pay full price on any Krispy Kreme purchase I make. I almost make every week or every 2 weeks. So Krispy Kreme, 12 dozen original glazed donut is $25, but I pay only $6 for a dozen of donuts. You just have to use this app, and this app, Liven, basically gives you an option to purchase dollars, purchase money. So basically, you pay $50, but they will load you $100 in your account. So
Is it only on original glazed or
anything on
like other?
milkshake, for
Okay.
example, a lot of people in front of me go and order a milkshake and pay $8. I do
Yeah.
also order the same milkshake, but I pay using Liven. I pay only $4.
Yeah, I had earlier subscribed for it, but I never got any. I was not aware of this app. but
Yeah.
I never got any offers as such. The only offer was 50% off only on the original glaze. That's it.
Everything. So even a small coffee I have, or just one donut for $2.5 if you're having it, you can get it for $1.25. So that's what,
Thank you.
so many things you can, and particularly you can be a star in an office. You can buy 4 dozens of glazed donut, but and give it to your office friends, but you're literally paying only for 2 donuts, 2 dozens. So that's something
And
that's really
does this
efficient.
also does this also work on 7-Eleven?
Not on 7-Eleven. Live-on, if
If
you
we
go
if
through
we
the app,
buy Krispy Kreme from
no, no, no,
7-Eleven.
no, no, no. It's only on the
Uh,
Krispy Kreme outlets.
all right.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's not just specific for Krispy Kreme. If you go through the Live-on app, you can list down every restaurant. Like if you're in a Melbourne CBD, 90% of the restaurants are listed here. Minimum of 30 to 40% a discount. And when I say
Right.
discount, it is not a discount. It's basically you buy that dollar at a 30% discount. So you pay $70, but $100 will be in your account, and it's just like Apple Pay. Right. And last one, paying for your amount in restaurant again is gift cards. Good choice gift card or a best restaurant gift card are always at a 10 to 20% discount in Coles and Woolworths. Every week or every 2 weeks, you buy that gift card using your normal card, and you use that gift card to pay in restaurants. So basically having food for $100, but your real amount you're spending is only $80. Okay, I think I'm going to run out of session timing. Okay. If at all we run out, don't worry. My number is available. Maybe I'll schedule the session. We started late a bit, but anything. So simple thing. Why I'm doing this before we get cut off? I have seen a lot of people struggling for money, and a lot of people, particularly older people, get uh, cheated or gets upsold something that they don't require. For example, a laptop which is available for $500 gets sold for $1,000 because people don't do that research or do that price beat. There is something called price beat. So if you see something cheaper at some other store, you can just say to JBI, I see they're cheaper. Can you meet the same price? And so they match the price 90% of the time, and you pay using a gift card that is usually available for 5 to 10% discount most of the stuff. So that's something which you can. So you just need to spend that extra 10 minutes or 15 minutes, which will save you, particularly a laptop or a MacBook or an iPhone. Never buy for anything less than 10%. But a lot of people just go to a store and pay whatever advertised price. But that's something, it's very easy. And these are some sites which we can use to just, so for example, Price Hipster. If you just put that and put your iPhone Pro Max, it will list. In JBI it is 1750. In Good Guys, it's 1650, for example. You can just choose to go to Good Guys or go to JBI and say Good Guys price, and they will match it. So a simple research, but huge savings. Entertainment, again, cinemas. A lot of people pay $21.5 for an adult ticket whenever you go to cinema. What if I say that you can do it like less than 50% off, like a $12? If you're a Telstra customer, you get $12 5 tickets. If you're an RSCV member, you get a $9 ticket on Monday. And there is something called for Tuesday also, like you spend only 11 or $12. And again, coming back to the gift cards, whatever the amount you pay in theater, you can pay using the gift card, which is normally available. Sample here is 15% off on Village Cinemas gift card. So $50, you pay only $37.5. Loyalty cards I covered. So everywhere, wherever you can use, please use loyalty cards. Points get accrued, bonus points that will add you to thing. And a simple thing, we are speaking about major supermarkets, but even the groceries or vegetable markets, if you go through normally, you pay the full price, but just look up their page, website or a Facebook page for your groceries. They do provide a lot of weekly offers. So I have given an example of something in Manor Lakes. So I think orange is 1.99 kg. They do it only for 2 days. If you just mention this ad, they give you that at $2 per kg. If you don't mention this ad, you pay $4 per kg. So it's not restricted to all the major things. Even a local grocer provide offers on their items.
Where do you get this ad from?
This is from Manor Lakes, Wyndham Vale, Werribee area, and Tarneet. Okay, I'm specifically speaking about western suburbs of
Yep.
Melbourne. There are a lot of stores. There is something called Western quality meat in Turnit. So again, they do advertise this. For example, chicken. Normally, you go and buy it's $15. If you just mention this catalog, this is usually available in Facebook, their page. If you just show that price listed in Facebook, they cut down the price like just like anything. And a lot of people are surprised that you can save money even on the groceries and budgets. So it just takes fun. This takes a minute. I mean, if you are most of you are on Facebook or a web page, open up, show it, and get the cash discount. So I have listed down few links, and these are things which I highlighted. So basically, if you sign up to any of these services, like for example, I've given an example of 1 month free NBN. So these are some things that you can spend or save quite a lot of money. If you're signing for a $69 per month, think about getting it 1 month for free. So $69 free, just like that. You don't need to do anything. You just have to get a code from your friend and put that code before you sign up. Same as food delivery, which I mentioned, Liven I mentioned. There is something other things called AU Ritual. These are apps that let you order in coffee shop. So you're going to have a coffee, but you can order it 10 minutes before. And again, if you use the promo codes, they give you $10 just like that. So and you use it $10 they give you, buy two coffee and forget about it for a week, then they will send you another, okay, I haven't seen you, here is another $10. So there are so many things. And another thing is stock market again, I don't want to advise on specifically, but it depends on individual circumstances. But if you're looking for something there are some apps which let you put only $5 per week or $5 per month into stock market. So $5 is nothing for a lot of people, but if this is something like your auto debit into from your account, $5 per month, a lot of benefits you can get. Maybe after 5 years, that $5 per month you have put could have become $500, which is some which you won't expect normally. And again, all these apps provide you a sign-up bonus. So Spaceship, as an example, is one of the app that allows you to just put $5, but you sign up using certain code, it gives you $10 just like that on even before you invest anything. So same, I have given other links for bill payment. So bill payment is something, if you have an MX card, if you normally pay bills, you get charged. But there is an app called Snip, which kind of consolidates all the bill payments. You use it, and then your charges. And they also send offers like you pay for $50, they give you $10 back. Same for credit cards. If you're applying for credit cards, check with your friend if they have a link for a referral. If you use their links, they basically give you $100 or $200 just like that for free for use. If you don't use a referral, you get the credit card, but nothing extra on top of it. Money transfer is something, if you're transferring money internationally, always check with your friends if they have any codes. That codes usually give you extra $25 or $30. And again, don't use the same app every time you transfer. You use Instagram for an example this month, next month Skrill, next month TransferWise, or next month something else. So if you do that, again, it's like a customer retention things a lot of people do. And if you're specifically you print a lot of items in your home, and you spend a lot of money on ink or something, there is something called HP instant ink subscription. Sorry, that starts with $2 per month or $39 per month. But there are some specific printers which I can share the details. If you buy that printer, it's usually the printer is $50 or $60 in Norway Norman or JBI5. You buy the printer, they basically give you 6 months of unlimited printing. That's 5,000, 6,000 pages of printing for free. You don't need to pay anything for ink. So 6 months of 5,000 pages, if you normally print with ink, you will be spending close to $200, $300 that you can get it for free. I have the details of the printer. I will share it if anyone interested. And another thing, simple thing. So you would be eating from Subway, Angry Jacks, McDonald's, Krispy Kreme, 7-Eleven, Nando's, Sancheros, everywhere, Village Cinemas, MJ Bailey's a shirt thing, Boost. So a simple thing, you just register with them, and whenever you buy, you scan your card. It's a simple thing, but again, Krispy Kreme is huge. So if you sign up and on your birthday, you get a 4-pack original glazed donut just like that for free. They give you a coupon, you just scan the coupon whenever you go there, and they will give you a free pack. So these are things a lot of people think that, oh, I'm a freeloader, or why should I get it for free? It's up to you. 4 donuts, I will give my life to get that 4 donuts. Right. So that's all I got. I had, and anything. Okay. I'm not promoting anything, and again, I am not doing monetizing or anything or doing. I'm just doing in 12 people and specifically help you save money. But whatever money you save, the only request is if at all you can help some charity or you can donate to some charity. If you save $100, if you can spare $5 or $10 to any charity, that I will be happy, and you don't even need to tell me. So that's all I had. Any questions now?
Jerry, I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Thanks for the session. Really informative. I just joined 5 minutes back, but thank you. The question I had is like you were telling about Coles and Woolies, like they have these catalogs and or the ads on the Facebook or wherever. So will that be only applicable? Like, can we show it in the other suburbs or like in southern suburbs or eastern suburb, or is that only applicable in the western suburbs?
No. This catalog is nationwide. So
okay.
So this is applicable anywhere in Australia. So, but some catalog are specific to Victoria, some are specific to New South Wales. But this is something anywhere. So don't believe me. Just go to woolworths.com.au. There is a link called catalog, and you put your postcode. It will give you a catalog on your postcode. This is applicable everywhere. You don't need to. It's not limited to anywhere. I'm just giving an example of the place I live.